Good morning, 4th December 2020, Sakar Murli. Om Shanti, ocean of sweetness, ocean of happiness, ocean of knowledge, ocean of love. Shri Baba says, sweet children, the unlimited Father has come to decorate you with knowledge. If you want to claim a high status, remain constantly in remembrance and decorate it. Sweet children, the unlimited Father has come to decorate you with knowledge. If you want to claim a high status, remain constantly decorated soul. Question: on seeing which children does the unlimited Father become very pleased? Answer: the unlimited Father is very pleased to see the children who are constantly ever ready to do service, who fully follow both the Alaukic and Parlaukic Fathers, who decorate their souls with knowledge and yoga, and who serve the impure in order to purify them. Underline the word who decorate their souls with knowledge and yoga, and who serve the impure in order to purify them. The Father's desire is that the children make effort and claim a high status. So effort leads to high status. Om Shanti. The spiritual father says to the spiritual children, sweetest children, not sweet or sweeter, but sweetest children. Underline the word sweetest. Just as a physical father loves his children, so too the unlimited Father loves his unlimited children. A father gives teachings to his children and also cautions them so that they claim high status. That is a father's desire. That is also the desire of the unlimited Father. He decorates you children with the ornaments of knowledge and yoga. Both fathers decorate you very well so that you can claim a high status. The Alaukic Father becomes happy and the Parlaukic Father also becomes happy. It is remembered of those who make effort very well that they are those who follow the Father. So you have to follow both of them. One is the spiritual father and the other is this Alaukic Father. Therefore, you have to make effort to claim a high status. When you were in a bhatti, a photograph was taken of all of you with your crowns. The Father has explained that there is no crown of light. It is just a symbol of purity that is given to all. It isn't that there is actually a crown of white light. It is shown as a symbol of purity. At first you live in the golden age. You are the only ones there. The Father also says, souls remained separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. You children are the ones who come first, and you then have to return first. You have to open the gates to the land of liberation. The Father is decorating you children. One lives in simplicity in one's parents' home. At this time, You too have to be very ordinary, not too high, not too low. The Father says, I enter an ordinary body. No bodily being can be called God. Human beings cannot grant salvation to human beings. Only the Guru can grant salvation. When people go into the stage of retirement at the age of 60, they adopt a Guru. That system begins at this time and it then continues on the path of devotion. Nowadays, they even make young children adopt gurus. Even though they may not be in the stage of retirement, there can be sudden death for anyone. This is why they even make little children adopt gurus. Just as the Father says that all of you are souls and that you all have a right to claim your inheritance. So, they say that without a guru you cannot receive a status, that is, you cannot merge into the Brahm element. Baba says you do not want to become merged. That term belongs to the path of devotion. Baba says a soul is like a star, just a point, infinitesimally minute, minuscule point. The Father is also a point. That point is called the ocean of knowledge. You too are tiny souls, and all the knowledge is recorded in that point. You take the full knowledge. You pass with honors. It isn't that he is very big like a Shivalingam. The Supreme Soul is just as big as a soul. A soul comes from the Supreme Abode to play his part. Father says, I too come from there, but I do not have a body of my own. I am Roop and also Vasant. The Supreme Soul is Roop and he is filled with all the knowledge which he showers so that all human beings change from sinful souls to charitable souls. The Father grants both liberation and salvation. You go into salvation and all the rest go into liberation, that is to their home. That is the sweet home. It is those that listen through their ears. Father now says, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, you now have to return home. For this, you definitely have to remain pure. No one except pure souls can return home. I have come to take everyone back. Souls are said to be the procession of Shiva. Shivava is now establishing the temple of Shiva, that is Shivalaya. Then Ravan comes and establishes the brothel. The path of sin is called the brothel. Baba has many children who remain pure even after marriage. Baba says, by sitting on the fire of lust, the soul has become ugly. He is then called a village urchin. He truly was that. Krishna cannot be that. It is at the end of the last of his many births that the Father enters him and makes him beautiful. You now have to remember the one Father alone. Baba, you are so sweet. You give us such a sweet inheritance. You change us from ordinary humans into deities and make us worthy of being in a temple. Talk to yourself in this way. You don't have to say anything to your lips. On the path of devotion, you have been remembering the beloved so much. You have now come and met us. Baba, you are the sweetest of all. Why would we not remember you? You are called the ocean of love and the ocean of peace. Only you can give. You give us the inheritance. Nothing can be received through inspiration. The Father comes here personally and teaches you children. This is a Pathshala or a school. The Father says, I make you into King of Kings. This is Raj Yoga. You now know the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world, and how such a tiny soul plays his part. This play is predestined. It is called the eternal, imperishable world drama. The drama continues to turn. There is no question of doubt about this. The Father tells you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. You are Sudarshan Chakradhari. The whole cycle continues to turn around in your intellect, and so your sins are cut away through that. However, it isn't that Krishna committed any violence by spinning the discus. Then there is neither the violence of war nor of the sword of lust. They are doubly non-violent there. At this time, your war is with the five vices. It is not a question of any other war. The Father is the highest on high, and He gives you the highest on high inheritance. He makes you as elevated as Lakshmi and Narayan. The more effort you make, the higher the status you will claim. If you make effort well now, you will continue to do that for cycle after cycle. You cannot receive as high a status through a physical study as you can through this spiritual study. Lakshmi and Narayan become the highest on high. They too are human beings, but because they imbibed divine virtues, they are called deities. However, there are no human beings with 8 to 10 arms. On the path of devotion, when they have a vision, they cry a great deal. They become unhappy and shed many tears. Here the Father says, if you have any tears, you fail. Even if your mother dies, eat halwa. Nowadays, even in Bombay, when someone is ill or dies, they call the Brahma Kumaris to come and give them peace. You explain to them that soul has shed a body and taken another. And so, what loss is there in that for you? What is the benefit in crying? They say he was taken away by death. There is no such thing. Each soul automatically sheds his body. A soul sheds his body at his own time and runs away. However, there is nothing like death. In the golden age, a womb is like a palace. There is no question of punishment. There, your actions are neutral. Maya doesn't exist there, so no sinful actions are performed there. You are becoming conquerors of sinful actions. First, there is the period of those who have conquered sinful actions. Then the path of devotion begins, and there is the rule of King Vikram. Vikarma means sinful action. At this time, you gain victory over the sinful actions you have committed. The name that has been given is the conqueror of sinful actions, that is Vikarmajit, one who has gained victory over sinful actions. Then in the Copper Age, there is King Vikram. sins continue to be committed. If there is rust on a needle, the magnet will not be able to pull it. The more the rust of sins is removed, the more the magnet will pull you needles. The Father is completely pure. He purifies you too with the power of yoga. The physical Father is pleased to see his children. The unlimited Father is also pleased to see the service that the children do. The children are making a lot of effort. You have to remain ever ready for service at all times. You children are the godly mission that purifies the impure. You are now the children of God. There is the unlimited Father, and all of you, brothers and sisters. There is no other relationship. In the land of liberation, there is the Father and you souls who are brothers. When you go to the golden age, there will only be a one son and one daughter. Here there are so many relationships, maternal uncle, paternal uncle, etc. The incorporeal world is the sweet home, the land of liberation. Baba says, Father gives you the inheritance for 21 births. Only Bharat becomes the land of truth. Father creates the land of truth, who then creates the land of falsehood. Ravan, the five vices. They make such a big effigy of Ravan and then burn it because he is the number one enemy. People don't know when the kingdom of Ravan began. The Father explains, for half the cycle there is the kingdom of Rama, and for the other half there is the kingdom of Ravana. However, Ravan is not a human being who has to be killed. At this time, it is the kingdom of Ravan over the whole world. The Father comes and establishes the kingdom of Rama, and then there are the cries of victory. There they have constant happiness. That is the land of happiness. This is called the most elevated conscious age. Baba says, the Father says, by making efforts in this age, you will become this. Your photographs were taken. The Father and the teacher love you. The Guru also loves you. Someone who defames the Sadguru cannot claim a high status. Your aim and objective is in front of you. Those gurus don't have any aim or objective. That is not a study, this is a study. This is called a university come hospital in which you become ever healthy and wealthy. Here in Kali Yuga, everything is false. They sing, Maya is false, bodies are false, and the whole world is false. The golden age is a land of truth. There are palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. The Somnath temple was created on the path of devotion. There was so much wealth there. The Muslims came and looted it and used it to build huge mosques. The Father is giving you limitless treasures. You have been receiving visions of these from the beginning. Baba is Allah Aval Deen. Aval means first, Deen means religion. The first religion is set up by Baba or Allah. He establishes the first religion, which is Deism. The religion that doesn't exist is being established once again. Everyone knows that it used to be their kingdom in the ancient golden age. There is no one higher than them. The deity kingdom is called paradise. You now know this and you have to relate it to others. Baba says the history must repeat. When you come to Baba, Baba asks you, have we met before? You say, yes, Baba. We came to meet you 5,000 years ago. We came to claim our unlimited inheritance in this cycle. Some come and listen to this, and some remember all of this when they have a vision of Brahma. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. We, the spiritual children, say Namaste, Namaste, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Point number 1. Spin the discus of self-realization and burn away your sins. Make your status elevated by studying this spiritual study. Underline the word by studying this spiritual study. Never shed tears under any circumstances. Always be happy. Point number 2. This is the time to stay in the stage of retirement. Therefore, live very simply and in an ordinary way, neither too high nor too low. In order to return home, you souls have to become completely pure. Blessing, may you make your intellect powerful with the power of churning and become a master almighty authority. May you make your intellect powerful with the power of churning and become a master almighty authority. The power of churning gives nourishment for a divine intellect. Very important words. Just as people have the practice of remembering on the path of devotion, in the same way, in knowledge, there is the power of awareness. Become a master almighty authority with this power. Every day at Amrit Vela, bring one of your titles in your awareness and continue to churn. Then by churning, your intellect will remain powerful. Maya cannot attack a powerful intellect. It cannot be influenced because Maya first of all weakens the divine intellect with an arrow of waste thoughts. The way to protect yourself from this weakness is the power of churning. Slogan: obedient children are worthy of receiving blessings, and the influence of blessings keeps your heart constantly content. Obedient children are worthy of receiving blessings, and the influence of blessings keeps your heart constantly content. Thank you, Baba. So today I, the soul, take this pledge. Baba, I will always churn. I'll use the power of churning to give nourishment to my divine intellect. I will practice to be using the power of awareness and be a master almighty authority with this power. I will bring one of my titles into my awareness and continue to churn to make my intellect powerful. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti, Baba. Om Shanti.